Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I have so many things to tell you guys. Hi. For those of you who don't know where I was gone to, I went to watch the Baldur's Gate 3 Orchestra. I arrived today, and I haven't slept after a 15-hour flight. But I was really excited to say hi and tell you guys about everything. When I arrived there, I got to meet a bunch of people who worked at Larian, and some I got to re-see. One of them came to me and like, "Hi, I worked on all of the Asterian cutscenes. What did you think of them?" I mean, what do you think I've thought of them? They're amazing, but you ruined the crying one in the last update with the music because I preferred hearing him cry. And it was like, it's not my fault. It was actually meant to be like that from the release, but it was a bug. And then we had to, I was like, well, when I did it in my stream last time, people in chat started blaming me and asking me what the fuck was going on, that I had ruined the scene. It's not my fault, it's not your fault, then who the hell do I need to talk with? Before the orchestra, I got to talk with Borislav, and he was holding his daughter in his arms. Since he was busy, because he was right in the middle of the orchestra, and the theater was right before it started. And I told him, I need a picture with you. And then he was like, yes, I'll take a picture with you. And we never saw each other again. But it's okay. Hopefully, some other time. When the Baldur's Gate 3 Orchestra started, I started crying. There were few, but I had some breaks in between the cryings, but I was mostly crying during the entire orchestra. I cried quietly. I made sure to not disturb anyone because, you know, that would be disrespectful. I actually never witnessed an orchestra of music that I have so much emotional connection. Okay. Close your eyes, okay? Imagine you are in a place where so many people have sexy British accents, okay? A lot of people around you have that. And then you imagine a very fancy theater. And you imagine an entire orchestra in front of you. And then Amelia Tyler, the narrator of Baldur's Gate 3, walks in, and then she asks you to roll for authority. And in that sexy voice, she opened the orchestra, and she was lovely, and I sadly did not get to see her. She even sent me a message on Twitter. She's like, I didn't see you, and it's like, good, maybe next time. The show was absolutely fantastic. Every now and then I would look around and I would see people smiling from year to year. There was something so special about people making music so well, and especially music that brings you so much joy and so much excitement. So many happy memories. I can't count in my fingers the number of people who told me that they started tearing up when the concert started, or at a specific special song. I feel like a lot of happy tears were shed that day. If music is already a powerful way to your emotions, live music like that is enhanced five-toed. I wasn't like ugly crying, but like I had chills everywhere. The tears would just leave my eyes, you know, like they would just drop and just... If they had the night song, I would definitely had ugly cry. Oh yeah. So they finished the orchestra. Okay, they played the last song, the song of the end of the game. I was a little bit upset that they didn't play the night song. I can't lie. But when they finished, Amelia Tyler, the narrator, she came back to say bye to everybody, but it was bait. They pranked us. It was a big ass prank. They left, and then they came back. And they came back with Raphael. And then, when everyone thought that the show was over, the Raphael song happened. And it was just... It was so great. It was so beautiful, and like more tears were shed, and you know, and then everyone started hugging each other, and there were some shady people in cloaks, giving some tadpoles to everybody, and then we went home. The audience was literally screaming. Like when Raphael entered the stage, everyone was already standing up, and it was just amazing. And being in a place where so many people love what you love is magical. It's very magical. Did I get the tadpole? I'm not... My lawyer told me to not disclose anything about that. I think Andrew, he tried to escape, going to the after-party dinner with the voice actors in Borislav, trying to make home fast. But he got surrounded by a mob of lovely people. And he was so kind to every single one of them.
This is Raphael being the nicest devil I have ever seen.
No, I'm the nicest devil.
Oh, there you
the
are.
devil you hate to love.
Exactly.
To the point that there was no way he was ever going home. And then some people from Larian tried to save him. And then we started helping people, so things would be more speed. So me and Leah, we started taking the phones from people and taking pictures for them and try to get things to be faster. And then I was like, you're too sweet, you're too nice. They gave you the wrong character. And then he said, it takes a good person to play the bad guy. And it's kind of crazy, like everything he says sounds like poetry. I told him I killed him many times, and he was okay with that. He actually told me to not kill him. I didn't have the heart to tell him that if I don't kill him, I don't get to see him. So killing him in every playthrough is in a way how I show affection. He was signing the autographs of a bunch of people, and he was being the nicest to everybody. And his backpack was open, and I was like, your backpack, sir, is open. And he was like, oh, he was so thankful. And then he just left his backpack in the ground. And dude, I'm from Brazil. You can just leave your backpack in the ground in a public place? And I was like, imagine this is his backpack, okay? I was basically like this. One of the devs that worked at Larian, she was so happy to see Raphael, Andrew, Raphael's voice actor, that after she took a picture of him, she started crying. And God, I can't stress this enough. Those people are so cute. They're like us. They're literally gamers that love games, and that's why they're making the best games out there, because they get it. You know? They get it. Gosh, Raphael's voice actor, what an amazing person. What a kind person. I got to meet. TSR is basically the group that originally created Dungeons and Dragons. Before Hasbro, before Wizards of the Coast, before all this. And I got to meet one of the people who work there. And out of nowhere, he comes and he says, "Hi, Luality. I am Lawrence Mick, and I'm the principal director of narrative and storytelling at Larian." And he's also, I don't know if you guys ever heard about White Plume Mountain. He's the writer of that. And he's also the person who created the Myconids. And like, he has been making RPGs. And he has been working on RPGs. He's a legend. And I was like, I couldn't believe that he even knew my name. I was so nervous. And I was like, oh my God, aren't you the person who created one of the most basic concepts in video games? Was it the HP bar or something? And he was like, no, I created the concept of experience in video games. didn't faint. I did have to ask him for a picture. So I took a picture with him. I told him how I keep telling you guys that RPG feels like such a broad term now. And I feel like by the definition of games that are called RPGs, I could be an RPG, your mom is an RPG, we're all RPGs. And then he said that it's because there's a lot of things that RPG brought to gaming, that lots of different games borrow from RPGs. Not only games, but even things in real life, like the entire concept of leveling up and things like that. It all comes from RPGs. And what was like most charming to me is that Lawrence said that for 30 years he would work with video games, and sometimes whenever somebody would have such a fun, different, cool idea, it would usually be barred by some higher up. I don't know, maybe to not take risks. I'm just assuming. And he said this with such enthusiasm that when he found Larian, he was so happy. And I don't know, especially in this crisis that we're having right now, that so many amazing game devs who have made amazing games are losing their jobs and things like that. It filled me with such hope. I don't know, that at least there were a group of people, and hopefully somewhere that I don't know yet, that we haven't heard yet, there is more people in this situation where they found a place that they belong, and that they can finally be free to create and to have ideas and to telling the stories that they want to tell, and to creating the worlds they want to create, and to show that to other people. There is a funny picture. They had asked me to take a picture with them, and somebody came to me and asked me for a picture because they say that they knew my TikToks and my YouTube shorts, and I said, yeah, sure, and I took a picture with them. And then I realized that the picture that the Larian devs had invited me to take with them, it was being taken. And soon as I finished taking the picture, I literally joined their picture. I was in a dress this big. I literally threw myself in the floor, and in their picture I was like, hi! Imagine this lady in a giant medieval dress just like jumping and falling in front of you, and then everyone just started laughing, and it was a fun picture. It was such a fun picture. I bought a teddy bear. This is Bob at England, and the plane on the way back was empty, so Bob got to sit in his own seat, and I even put the seat belt on him. This is Lawrence, the legendary dev that came up with the concept of experience in games and all that. This is right before the orchestra. It was a beautiful place. So this is the picture. Look, whoop, almost fell from my chair. Hold on. This is a bunch of lovely people who work at Larian. They were all taking this lovely picture, and then I just came in and dove in the picture and fell on the floor in this giant dress. Would have dived again.